May I have a roll call, please?
Yes. Commissioner Marilyn Avalon. Present. Commissioner Eric Altman.
Present.
Commissioner Shelby Goss.
Present.
Vice Chair Charles Plummer.
Present.
And Chair Devet Mohammed is absent this evening.
Thank you. We will start with presentations and public comment, right? So at this time is reserved for members of the public to address the Planning Commission on items that are not on the agenda and are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the Commission. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. Comments for items on the agenda will be taken when the item is called in open session. The Planning Commission is prohibited by law from taking any action on matters discussed that are not on the agenda, and no adverse conclusions shall be drawn if the Planning Commission does not respond to the public comment at this time.
Vice Chair Plummer, may I make a short introduction to our city attorney team?
Yes, please.
Sorry about that. All right, I'm pleased to say that we are joined with Ms. Mackenzie Anderson tonight of the Colantuono, Highsmith, and Watley law firm. That's our new law firm. Based in Sacramento, Mackenzie serves as an assistant or deputy city attorney for several northern California cities and towns, including our neighbor, the assistant town attorney for Yountville. And she's also assistant general counsel for Napa County LAFCO. Mackenzie earned her law degree from UC Berkeley with pro bono honors and holds a summa cum laude bachelor's degree in English from Temple University in Philadelphia. So welcome, Ms. Mackenzie Anderson.
Thanks all. It's great to be here.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. E. Welcome, Mackenzie. Are there any agenda changes for the evening?
No,
Sorry.
there are no agenda changes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up there. Do we have no public comment?
We need to revisit that. Is there anybody on Zoom that would like to make public comment? There's anyone in person that would like to make public comment. We have no public comment.
Perfect. Then we'll close public comment. Now, are there any agenda changes?
I'm pleased to say that there are no agenda changes tonight.
Perfect. Thank you. We will start with the consent calendar for the minutes of May 22nd, 2025.
I will make a motion that we adopt and approve the consent calendar.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
May I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Marilyn Avalon.
Aye.
Commissioner Eric Altman.
Aye.
Commissioner Shelby Goss.
Aye.
Vice Chair Charles Plummer.
Aye. Sorry, moving on to agenda number 2, public hearings. The Crawford Way multifamily condominium tentative subdivision map. Should we make the recommendation? No. So there is a recommendation to continue the Crawford Way multifamily condominium tentative subdivision map project to September 25th, 2025.
I will make a motion that we continue the Crawford Way multifamily condominium tentative subdivision map project to our next regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting on September 25th, 2025.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. May I have a roll call, please?
One moment, please. Commissioner Marilyn Avalon.
Aye.
Commissioner Eric Altman.
Aye.
Commissioner Shelby Goss.
Aye.
Vice Chair Charles Plummer.
Aye. Moving on to agenda item number 3, the Oat Hill Domain Apartments Sign Program. Mr. E.
Oh, we need to.
Oh, which one is that?
Hello. Good evening, Planning Commission, Vice Chair Plummer, and the members of the public. My name is William Heave with the Planning Division, and happy to give a short presentation on the Domain Sign Program. Let's give you an orientation of where this project is. This is the Domain Apartments, which is previously known as the Oat Hill Apartments up on Oat Hill. Here is a vicinity map, and the project is on the south side of Napa Junction Road, and I think it's approximately 20 acres between the two parcels. This project is not about the buildings, it's more about monument signs for the building. So here's some background on the project. The project was approved in 2021 and modified in 2024. It consists of 291 multifamily units on 2 parcels, the upper parcel being parcel A and the lower parcel being parcel B. Parcel A has 12 residential buildings and parcel B has 5 residential buildings. Both of these parcels have a recreation clubhouse in each of them. And construction of this project started last year. So the applicant, with their design team Vertical Solutions, submitted a sign program in May of this year. A sign program is like a family of signs, not just one sign, but a whole group of them. The signs are all located on site. They have 3 types of signs, 2 monument signs, which are for the entries, and the monument signs are about 65 square feet in size, but the sign face itself is only about 33 square feet. They're going to be ground mounted, and they're going to have spotlights on the ground to shine on them during night. In addition to the 2 monument signs, they have proposed 7 wayfinding signs. These are approximately, I think, 5 feet 8 inches tall, and the sign face is about 11.7 square feet. So these are the numbers. Their construction, they're made of CMU blocks, and then they're going to be stone cladding on them to give it that stone look, and it also includes an aluminum face. It's white letters on black background. We have like preliminary locations for the signs, but the final locations will be confirmed when they submit their building permit application, which is required after the sign program if it's approved. During the review of this application, we did public outreach, but there were no comments on this project. So let's look at some of the signs. So this is the first one, sign type 1, and this is the main entry monument on parcel A, the upper parcel. So as you can see, that you don't really see it as CMU blocks. Once they put the stone cladding on and the topper, it looks like a monument. It's about 6 foot 4 inches tall and about 10 foot wide. So once you're driving on Napa Junction Road, you can really see the domain sign. The sign face, as I mentioned, is black background with white font, and it has an image of the Napa Junction area there. The second sign is on the entry to parcel B. It's a similar design. It says the domain at Napa Junction, 100 for 100 Chenault Way. That's parcel B's street. And it has some directions for how to get to their leasing center and the next entrance. That's the gist of those entry signs. And the next ones they have, or the third type, is these wayfinding signs. So they could be useful. They're 2.5 feet wide and about 5 feet 8 inches tall. So they're placed within the apartment sites, and so when people driving around, they can see where to go to as they move along the buildings. So those are the 3 types. The first 2 are one of each, and then the ones for the wayfinding signs, there's going to be 7 of those, 4 for parcel A and then 3 for parcel B. So all total together, 9 signs. Here is a preliminary site plan of where those signs are going to be. The monument for the entry at Opus Lane or the entry at parcel A is right at the entry, and then the monument sign at parcel B is it's a little bit to the east of the entry, but still very visible, and both of them are on site. And then sprinkled throughout are those little wayfinding signs. That's the gist of the sign program. Staff's recommendation is to approve the sign program. The project is exempt from CEQA because it's a small structure and it's also built on existing facilities. But I do want to inform everybody that the applicant has requested an additional sign, but they requested the sign after our publication. So I will let the applicant speak. Is Angela there or Sarah?
Just bear with me for 1 second. Sarah, just give me 1 second. Sarah, you can unmute yourself now.
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, the domain would like one additional sign, monument similar to the ones by the driveways. That would be at the clubhouse on parcel A, closer to the building, just to show where that clubhouse is located.
So I can share the design of the sign. It's going to look like this, similar to their monument sign. And then this is the proposed location. It's just kind of like zoomed in near the clubhouse. Oh, sorry. Let's see. So, Nicole, I'll need some help.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. So it's right there, and it looks like this.
Sorry, could you clarify where the clubhouse is at in the lower section or the upper section?
This one would be for the upper section, parcel A. Yeah. So I guess that's it. Does the applicant have anything else to add?
No, not at this time, thanks.
Okay, sorry about that. So I guess the resolution has, the draft resolution says the sign program has 9 signs. With this modification, it would just be 10 signs. It's similar, but then it's just that they requested this after we published, so it's a little bit of a change. So that's all I got, if you have any questions.
Thank you for that presentation. I'll open up the questions to the commissioners.
I don't have a question right now, Mr. He. I just wanted to compliment the team. I reviewed them before our meeting. I find the signs to be in good locations, and they're separated, and design is quite, it's quite complementary to the buildings that's going to be built. And it also provides visitors or residents that live there directionality and where to go. So I find them very complimentary.
I have a question regarding the lighting. So it's just I guess now 3 monument signs that would be lit, correct?
Yes. So the 2 at the entry and the 1 near the clubhouse. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, forgive me. So with the floodlighting, I guess it looks like it'll be, obviously focused on the sign. Is there any concern about like light, adding to light pollution? Like, I don't know. The light going elsewhere and lighting things up more than,
I believe
Anyone might
because
want-
it's more aimed at the sign and not directly more towards the sky, it would not be as much light pollution, but the applicant is here, so they can provide some
yeah,
feedback.
I guess I just was curious about what had been considered with like the directionality, because I know that's a concern on
I think-
roadways frequently, and areas with like natural habitat, which obviously this development's happening, it's changing the nature of the habitat available on the hillside anyway, but presumably there is wildlife that have been recently removed from the area, and just if lighting will impact them in any way, if that was considered at all.
I'm going to jump on Commissioner Goss's question, because that's where my real question was, to be candid, is that has there any thought been given to downlighting from the top rather than uplighting because of dark sky issues, light pollution issues, and so on? I think it would not change the attractiveness if it was incorporated intelligently, and would be a better approach. And I say this particularly in light of the new ecology center that is going in town, that intends on having telescope viewing.
Yeah.
So the more we can do to keep our skies as dark as possible, the more enhanced and beneficial it's going to be for that project. And I think this would be a fairly simple change if the applicant is willing to consider it, to consider downlighting rather than the uplighting on these 3 monument signs.
Sarah had asked to be unmuted, so Sarah, you can speak whenever you would like.
Hi. Yes, I just did want to add that consideration was given for that. The intention was for the signs to be indirectly illuminated so that the signs themselves do not light. Instead, they are lit from another source where the sign would be the only thing that captures that light. I also want to add that the initial designs did have light from above, but due to budget restrictions and other reasons for getting power to the locations in order to have the light shine on the sign, that the floodlighting from below became the result. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying, but does it make sense to me? No. The additional cost to run probably 10 feet of wire from the ground through the sign to the top is inconsequential. You're not, we're not suggesting you change the type of lighting from indirect floodlights. It's just the location, rather than having them on the ground pointing up, that they be mounted on the top of the monument and point down. And that can be done in a variety of ways that could provide the illumination. Obviously, you'd need something to extend out off of the top a bit, but that's an easy and not particularly expensive cost factor, and it wouldn't really change design, change look, change anything other than keep light pollution down in the area. It's not a particularly large additional cost as I see it.
Sure. I see that. Just can only speak to some of the initial designs where running conduit through CMU block, the construction logistics of that added some cost, as well as bringing the light to the front of the monument. And then the initial designs had two gooseneck lights on them. I think we could revisit those designs, but that would also mean a little bit of conduit running along the top of the sign.
Yeah, thank you for hearing our concerns. I think that's something, if you could check with the developer, if that's a possibility, that would be a preference for this community. I have a follow-up question regarding lighting. Are the Wayfinders signs going to have lighting as well? We're talking about the monuments, the 3 monuments, but the Wayfinders on the site property, will they have lighting or not?
From what the plans show, is non-illuminated.
How would they be visible at night?
The applicant can answer that.
Headlights?
There's other, ambient light from the building itself that the pedestrian-oriented wayfinders wasn't seen necessary to illuminate them.
There are parking lot lights on the circulation areas as well, though.
Commissioner, other questions? No other questions? Do we have any public comment on this?
Is there any public comment in the room? Is there anyone on Zoom? We have no public comment.
Okay, we'll close public comment.
Or you can have a condition that they,
Okay.
because they will have to address the condition when they submit their building permits.
Right.
And we'll do
Okay.
that.
So do we want to make that recommendation? Anybody want to make a recommendation? Good.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the sign program for the 10 directional monuments with the recommendations included from the Planning Commission regarding the lighting concerns that we had. These are the Domain Apartments at 100 Opus Lane and 100 Chanot Way in American Canyon.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call?
Yes, Commissioner Marilyn Avalon,
Aye.
Commissioner Eric Altman,
Aye.
Commissioner Shelby Goss,
Aye.
Vice Chair Charles Plummer.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. G. Moving on to business management and staff oral reports.
Yeah.
Take your
Yeah.
time, sir.
I guess I should have just stayed there and explained what's new in business. So similar to Director Cooper, I'll just go over the highlights instead of all 50 of these.
We want you to go over all 50.
We'll stay here for a little bit longer. Definitely the Napa River Ecology Center is advancing. They've submitted their building permits in August. So good to see that. They're in review, and we hope to have comments back to them soon. It was submitted on the 7th. We have a new neighborhood market that's proposed and submitted building permits for the former Goodwill. So this is going to be a neighborhood market with, I think they're with wine as well. So It's a small space, but it's good to finally utilize a space that's been closed for a while. So we have the SDG 220 project. This was the last of the Commerce Court warehouses, has submitted their building permits as well as their improvement plans. So they're in review. Our friends at Watson Ranch Lot 7, these are the ones that are worth half the traditional homes, and some of the alleyway homes have submitted their master plans. And it's their, I guess it's their third round. So they're really close to getting the master plans approved. And then they will start submitting their plot plans, and we'll start seeing some construction out there too. Of course, I just wanted to add one more is our friends, the Napa Junction Solar Project. That was approved maybe 2 years ago with the carport RV canopies, and I think it was like a 2 megawatts of solar energy has submitted their building permits for the canopies. So that one is just submitted, so we'll see when they will finish the review. And that's all that I have for highlights. Lots of other things going on. Oh, I do want to say thank you for all the members that came out for the Meet Me in the Streets. Those 3 days in the summer, I think I've spoken or seen all of you. It was great to be out there to listen to people's comments, and it was great to have you guys out there to share with your experiences in the Planning Commission. So that's about it.
Thank you for those updates. Mr. Olin?
Just going to quickly ask, because I'm just curious. The Canyon Estates, Richmond American Homes, is there anything current kind of happening with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Canyon Estates had 35 homes, and 33 of them are being redone through Richmond American Homes. They've submitted 6 designs of their master plans for review, and those are close to being approved for the building division. We had a meeting with them last week, and they're adding 3 more designs. So there are going to be 9 different designs on the 33 homes. They're moving pretty quickly now. We just need to see, I think some of the homes need a lot line adjustment for setback reasons and stuff like that. But they're planning to even, I think they are asking for maybe one of the lots for a model home soon. So we'll see those coming up. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Good to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Mr. Yee. Do we have any commissioner items? No commissioner items?
Let's just welcome the kids back to school. They've started a couple of weeks ago, and, hope they have a good year. Yes, and drive safe. Carefully, slowly, and safely around the schools.
All right, well, thank you for coming this evening. We're going to adjourn this meeting at 6:58 p.m.
I think we set a record. I think this is our fastest meeting ever.